Okay, so here we are now on page 57, which is lesson 36. So now we're going to go to minor intervals, okay? So this is where it starts to get a little bit tricky, okay? So we're going to go back to our written major, right? And we're going to add our numbers underneath here, 2, 3, 6, and 7. And you're going to see, let's do the whole thing even though we're not using them at all. Augmented, minor, and then diminished, okay? But right now we're going to be going to this one, okay? All right. So looking at the very beginning of your workbook, it says when an interval between the two notes of a major interval are decreased by a half step, okay, it's brought down or flattened, it becomes minor. So the best way to do this, I think, is using the key that we already know, which is the key of C. All right, so let's just do a couple of these. Here we are in the key of C. So let's do C to E, okay? And they have a whole bunch of different examples here of seconds, thirds, sixths, and sevenths in the book, but I think it helps to write them out. So here we are in the key of C. Okay, let's do this one first. From C to E, I know is a third. In the key of C, E is natural, okay? That would put us right here, okay? That would put us major. Sorry, I won't cover it. That'll put us right at a major, right? Because nothing's affected, there are no accidentals, it's in the key signature, we're good to go. It's a major third, okay? Now, let's take that same C and we're gonna go to E, but now it's an E flat, okay? So here I am in the key of C. I know it's a third, so that puts me again in majors. If there was no accidental here, you took away the flat, that would make it here on major. It's been lowered by a half step. So I'm going to decrease it and go down just a half step. So that puts me here on the minor third. Okay, minor third. Let's do another one. Let's do bass clef. Let's do a different interval, okay? Let's do G, okay, G to F sharp, okay? So here we are at G to F sharp. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know it's a seventh. I guess I don't need to write TH. I know it's a seventh. Here we are in the 7, right? So I know that it's major. Now, in the key of G, looking at your accidental sheet I printed out for you also, in the key of G, F should be sharped, okay? So whatever's in that key signature, that's gonna make it perfect or major. In this case, it's going to make it major. So if we had just this, it's as is, it's a major seventh. There it is, good to go. Now, what if we took this and we created now an F natural, okay? Because sharp raises a pitch. By naturaling it, I'm going to bring it down a half step. So this now becomes, I kind of overlapped myself, this now becomes a minor seventh. Okay, let's do some more. Okay, this is where you kind of got to know key signatures, and it goes real fast if you know them right off the top of your head, okay? All right, so here we go again. Let's do another one. Let's do the key of F to A. Okay, what's my distance? Do distance first. 3. Now, I'm going to take that A and I'm going to flat it, okay? So I know I'm over here in major, right? So if this were a natural in the key of F, the only accidental we have is B flat. So if this is just plain old A, I know I would be at a major third. But because it's been flat at a half step, that means it's going to be a minor third. Okay? Let's do another one. A. And let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. A to F. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So there's my distance. So the first thing I'm going to do is distance. The second thing I'm going to do is figure out what key signature I'm in. I'm in the key of A. In the key of A, I've got fat, cats, get, right? So F should be sharped, right? If it were sharped, it would put me here at major. But there's no sharp next to it, so it brings it down a half step and puts it at minor. Let's do one more in bass clef. Let's do G to E flat. And notice some of these are written melodically and some are written harmonically. Remember, melodically is when they're sort of separated, like you're almost playing a melody. Harmonic is when you play them together and they would harmonize. Okay, so here we go. In the key of G, well, first of all, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're 6 again. So puts us over here in major. In the key of G, my only accidental is F sharp. All right, so that does not count for E, right? If it were just plain old E, it would be a major sixth. But because this E has been lowered by a half step, it makes it minor. Okay, so go ahead and pause this and then try to do it all on your own, and then we'll go over it.